Hi, thanks for joining me today. The topic is setting spiritual goals in 2025. Hello to my listeners in Paranaque, Manila. I love knowing you're here. Thanks for supporting the show in this way. Let's jump into this. If you want to make greater gains with your spiritual growth, or you're going through a lack of direction in life, you're going to find it helpful to set spiritual goals. A new year is the traditional time to set goals, after all. Usually, people set them around physical or financial aspects of life, but what we're talking about today are goals that are based around your spirituality. You may be wondering, what exactly does spirituality goals entail, and how does one set and attain them in a society that tends to prioritize material gains over spiritual fulfillment? At their essence, spiritual goals revolve around intentions or dreams aimed at nurturing your inner being, cultivating purpose, and strengthening your bond with something larger than yourself. These objectives can encompass various areas of life, whether from practicing mindfulness and establishing a regular meditation routine to things like actively participating in your community or exploring faith based activities. Spirituality makes your life more meaningful. Spiritual goals help you get closer to yourself by building faith. A person's spirituality defines them and their persona towards life. It gives a purpose to people, and a sense of purpose makes life fulfilling. In short, it helps you live a content life. If there's something that almost all humans yearn for, then it is spiritual enlightenment. So, about setting and achieving spiritual goals. Imagine yourself standing at the foot of a tall mountain. You're looking up at its snow covered peak. The path to the top from that viewpoint may seem challenging, but with the right guide and equipment, it's transformed into an exhilarating journey. This is precisely what well defined spiritual goals can offer for your inner development. They serve as a blueprint for your spiritual progress. So let's take a systematic approach to kickstart your ascent. First, contemplate your beliefs and principles. Take a moment to be alone with your thoughts, whether it's a cozy nook at home or a serene spot outdoors. Ponder on what spirituality is to you personally. What beliefs and values deeply resonate with you? In the unity of all living beings, the strength, is it the strength of empathy? Is it unity of all people? Is it the enigma of the cosmos? There are no right or wrong answers to this. Your spirituality is unique to you. Next, recognize areas for improvement. Now that you've assessed your spiritual landscape, pinpoint the ideas you want to enhance. And that could range from fostering more patience in daily interactions to delving deeper into a specific spiritual philosophy. Perhaps you aim to become more forgiving or cultivate a greater sense of appreciation. The possibilities are vast. Next, establish SMART objectives, and SMART stands for something, it's an acronym. This is where we delve into specifics. So, you want to make your spiritual goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. SMART. Instead of a vague, I want to meditate more, you could say, I will meditate for 10 minutes every morning over the next month. This provides a very clear target and it allows you to track your progress effectively. Next, document your aspirations. There's something amazing about writing down your goals, whether it's paper or digitally. Putting them in writing enhances their tangibility and it strengthens your dedication toward those goals. It's like planting a seed in the garden of your mind, which will flourish with nourishing care. Next, develop an action strategy. Break down your goals into smaller, manageable steps, making them less overwhelming and easier to integrate into daily routines. If reading sacred texts more frequently is one goal, then consider actions like dedicating 15 minutes before bedtime each night or joining a study group. Next, review and adapt consistently. Allocate time regularly, weekly or monthly, to evaluate the progress you've made so far. Are you heading in the desired direction? Do adjustments need to be made to your goals or your action plan? Remember that spiritual growth is not linear, but it's more of navigating through winding trails, sometimes necessitating course corrections. As you embark on this trip, remember that not only does reaching the destination matter, but also cherishing each step taken along the way because it counts as equally important. Be kind towards yourself during this process. Applaud minor achievements while being forgiving if setbacks occur, because often valuable lessons arise from moments of hardship. Your personal voyage towards spirituality is unique by establishing clear objectives and maintaining consistent effort. You're not just envisioning an enriched life. In this process, you're actively shaping it step by step. So put those metaphorical hiking boots on, inhale deeply, and commence climbing because every stride brings you closer, revealing breathtaking views from top. Next is mindfulness and meditation. These practices aren't just trendy phases, they're potent tools that you can use to ease stress, enhance concentration, and deepen your spiritual connection. But how does one shift from being a stressed out individual to a Zen practitioner? Here are some practical suggestions to infuse mindfulness and meditation seamlessly into your daily routine. First, start small. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a good meditation habit. Begin with just 5 minutes of meditation each day. Initially, this might seem an eternity, but persist. Gradually extend the duration as you grow more at ease. Soon enough, you'll find yourself yearning for more moments of tranquility. When you can handle 8 to 10 minutes of meditation, visit my YouTube channel under my name, Ivory LaNoue, and look at the playlist for guided meditations. I've created a few there. I think I have 4 listed now, and all of them have beautiful videos to look at. Very relaxing. It'll help you get into a meditative state, and it's very uplifting. Next, establish a consistent time and place. Creating a schedule makes it easier to sustain your practice. Whether it's early morning or a brief pause in a quiet corner at work or later in the evening when things die down, discover what suits you best and make that an essential part of your day. Next, explore various techniques. Meditation is not one size fits all, nothing is. So experiment with different types of meditation, group meditation, breathing exercises, chanting, whatever resonates best for you. It's a lot like dating where you need to try out different styles to find the one that fits you. Next, incorporate mindfulness into your daily activities. Bring awareness to routine tasks like eating, walking, or brushing your teeth. Truly savor the taste of the sandwich. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Notice the minty freshness in your mouth. These fleeting moments of presence can lead to significant shifts in your overall mindset. Next, utilize apps or online platforms. In this very digital era, enlightenment can be a tap away. There's services online that provide guided meditations and mindfulness practices, and it's suitable for all levels of expertise. It's like having a mentor right on your smartphone. Remember, consistency is the key. Even dedicating just a few minutes each day can profoundly enhance your spiritual journey over time. So think of this as compound interest for nurturing your soul. It's small but regular investments culminating in substantial growth eventually. The next section is talking about building community and relationships. Venturing into a spiritual community for the first time can be intimidating, yet it offers invaluable support, motivation, and chances for personal development on your spiritual voyage. Here are some ways to ease yourself into that realm of community bonding. First, joining spiritual groups. Seek out local gatherings, classes, or workshops that resonate with what you enjoy with spirituality. Whether that's a meditation circle, a book club talking about spiritual books, getting together for a meal to discuss your goals, your experiences thus far, yoga, healing. These assemblies serve as wonderful opportunities to meet kindred spirits. Two, participating in retreats. Spiritual retreats provide you with immersive experiences and avenues to connect with others on a spiritual journey. It's like adult summer camp for spiritual growth. Sounds fun, right? An opportunity to disconnect from everyday life and delve deeply into your practice. Next, getting involved in volunteering. Engage in community service that aligns with your spiritual principles and passions. This not only helps you bond with others, but it also leaves a positive impact in your community. Whether you're assisting at a soup kitchen, participating in local park cleanups, whatever you choose to do, these deeds can be profoundly rewarding and allow you to meet individuals who share your values. Next, embracing hospitality. Welcome others into your home for spiritual dialogues, meditation sessions, or shared meals. There's something wonderful about breaking bread together that really nurtures profound connections. Don't fret if your home isn't flawless. Authenticity holds more value than a pristine living space. You can also engage in online communities. Spirituality has found its place online as well. You can join forums, social media groups, virtual classes. Check out meetup.com. That's a great way to find out what's happening in your area or online. These platforms can be particularly beneficial if physical gatherings are limited in your area. I know I lived in two places where they didn't exist, so I started a spirituality group on Meetup where we would meet in person. And the first one, we would have a shared meal and then we would do healing or have a guest speaker on spirituality. And the second group, we would meet in a business after hours and talk about our experiences and where we'd like to head and having if anybody has questions of things that are happening for them. And I'm still friends with those people. Establishing genuine relationships in a spiritual community can offer you priceless support and enrichment along your path. It's like having a squad of cheerleaders and fellow explorers walking with you through the ups and downs of your spiritual journey. Remember that everyone within these communities once stood where you are now, as newcomers navigating uncharted waters. So don't hesitate to reach out, ask questions, and share your story and experiences. Your unique viewpoint might be precisely what someone else needs to hear. As you cultivate these bonds, you might discover that your spiritual practice evolves and broadens in ways you couldn't foresee. After all is said and done, we serve as mirrors for one another. We reflect insights and growth opportunities at every twist and turn of our shared path. Personal growth and self-reflection. The fuel that propels spiritual advancement is continual self-improvement and self-awareness. It's like tending a garden. The more care and attention you pour into that garden, the more splendidly it flourishes. So here are some methods to help nurture your inner world. Number one, journaling. Dedicate regular moments to write down your musings, emotions, spiritual encounters, thoughts, and think of it as a dialogue with your innermost self. Don't fret about perfection. Just let your ideas flow freely onto the pages. I always recommend putting the date and the time that you're writing it, so it helps you get a little more perspective when you look back later. You might uncover surprising insights and growth along the way. Number two, self-care routines. Establish habits that cater to your body, mind, soul, and spirit. This could involve simple acts like soothing baths, immersing yourself in nature, or engaging in yoga sessions. Remember, self-care is not selfish. It's vital upkeep for your spiritual vessel. Three, exploring spiritual literature. Immerse yourself in books, essays, blogs, sacred texts that ignite and challenge your spiritual growth. It's like conversing with influential spiritual luminaries from both the past and present times. Allow their words to kindle fresh ideas and outlooks on your personal journey. Four, seeking counsel. Contemplate collaborating with a spiritual guide, a mentor, or therapist who can offer tailored advice and encouragement. At times, we require an external viewpoint to unveil our blind spots and unleash our latent capabilities. 5, cultivating gratitude. Maintain a gratitude diary or journal, and you can also use the same journal you're using to track your spiritual experiences, your angel experiences, your day to day thoughts. This will help infuse gratitude practices into your daily regimen. Think of this as wearing glasses that allow you to perceive life's beauty and abundance clearly. This modest practice has the power to powerfully alter your perspective and unlock compassion within you. Remember that personal evolution is an ongoing voyage. It's not about reaching an ultimate destination, but instead it's about relishing every step you take along the way. So exercise patience with yourself and commemorate each small stride toward progress. Every epiphany gained, every instance of growth achieved, is a triumph deserving recognition. Here are 7 spiritual goals you could consider to improve life. This is by no means an exhaustive list. You can go on and on with spiritual goals, but here's one. I want to be clear on what I believe in. The first step to knowing yourself is understanding what values you believe, what values you have, and a positive approach towards life. And it's not that easy to answer, but everyone must find out their core principles they base their lives on. This gives you clarification in practicing your beliefs and then becomes quite important. 2, I want to cultivate peace within myself and in the world. If you're going through anxious or fearful thoughts, finding inner and outer peace is the best solution. Set your spiritual goals in a way that incorporates peace into your life. Inner peace helps you strengthen your faith. Thus, you must find ways to bring more peace to your relationships, work, and your thought process. The best way is to identify the sources of conflict, as peace is the only possible way to think it. It is an effective tool for spiritual growth. It depends on your mindset and how you deal with people and respond to them through your life. You can always decide how to behave and respond in every moment of life. By ignoring what people around you are doing, you can easily attain peace. Choose to forgive and be a peacemaker. However, this in no way means accepting ill treatment or abuse. Part of living a peaceful life is knowing when to walk away from people and situations that are detrimental to your well-being. It means setting boundaries. Number 3, I want to reflect on my actions. What got me to this point in life and made me who I am now? Once you understand your beliefs, then you need to keep track of how well and the way you stick to those belief systems in your day-to-day life. Of course, best thing would be if you practice what you preach, but we're just human, going to make mistakes. So take a moment to pause and look at where you are, where you've been, where you're going. If you are not living a life you wished for, change it by taking a spiritual path. Sometimes these moments of reflection challenge the beliefs you thought you had, and this will help you explore and discover your true thoughts now. Number 4, I want to cultivate compassion. One essential way to connect deeply with your soul is to look for ways to ease other people's suffering. Of course, many people help others occasionally, but doing so without expectations of getting anything in return is very different. And most people can't do that or don't do that, but that really is the way that is considered true service. Number 5, I want to feel more tolerance and be more tolerant. No two people are the same, even though all of us are connected somehow. Different people express themselves and their beliefs and desires in different ways. The choices we make are also different from each other. These differences are the reasons for conflict. However, what can prevent that is tolerance. And that means accepting differences without mistrusting or judging one another. It's an essential ingredient to peace. Again, it should not mean receiving the poor treatment of others. It would help to celebrate your differences and uniqueness, as every individual has something new to offer the world. Number 6, I want to value the people close to me more. I want to nurture my relationships. All of the goals mentioned already ultimately come down to one essential factor: The community. An individual is influenced by their friends and family the most, and that can include family of choice. That's why your spiritual growth revolves around how you interact with these people and their value to you in your life. It would be best to constantly work on your relationships as you cannot take them for granted and expect to keep them. Try to show your appreciation and kindness for other people's work and talent. And lastly, 7, I would like more silence, more contemplative reflection time in my life. Then you must take time away from your busy life and invest it in quiet prayer, meditation. Silence is golden, is going to need to be followed. Rest and allow your soul to see the magic and wonders of a silent period, the benefits that has for your mind, body, and spirit. So, those are some sample goals, but how do you achieve these goals? Many people set goals and fall short or drop them completely. Well, let's talk about weekends. What are they usually for? It's a time when you have more time to work toward your goals. You might be thinking, I just like to rest on the weekend, or I want to go have fun. If you want to meet your goals, you're going to need to set aside some of that time on weekends to focus on your goals. It's your best chance if you work. If you're retired, this doesn't pertain to you. So here's some habits of how you can fix your weekends while following your goals. Number 1, morning is your me time. What do you mostly do during your weekend mornings? Do you start your day in the afternoon? Well, you don't have to wake up at the same time you do on weekdays, but aim to wake up at least an hour or two before any activities you have planned. That would be the first step to fixing your weekend habit to help you achieve your goals. While following your goals, the habit of starting your day early is going to leave you with plenty of time to have for you and your other tasks and goals. The most common hurdle to incorporating your spiritual goals into your daily routine is lack of time. So, this small change in your weekend schedule is going to create that time for you. Because, after all, time management is one of the essential parts of achieving your goals. 2, remind yourself of your goals. There's a youth icon, Vivekananda, who said, take up one idea, make that one idea your life. Think of it, dream of it, and live on that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, and every part of your body be full of that idea, and just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success. It's called focus and tenacity. Just like you use an alarm or calendar notifications to remind yourself of important upcoming events that can range from what time to wake up to attending important dates, this inside clock of reminding yourself of what you have been working so hard for is going to help you be on track. So, honestly, I think that you can put up a dream board, a goal board, a vision board, however, whatever you want to call it, or small pictures somewhere on your fridge or your bathroom mirror that are going to remind you of your goals. Another major aspect of this habit is once your goal keeps popping up in your brain, you'll finally click and take action on it. Even if you're procrastinating, eventually you're just going to wake up and do it. Number 3, evaluate your progress and make plans for the next week. Knowing the result of the work you've achieved so far is the most exciting part, but leaving it up to your memory will be kind of like being harsh on yourself. What if schools did the same and never gave you a report card in printed form? You'd never be able to plan the level of improvement for next time. So evaluate your progress in written form, as you tend to have better control over your progress that way. You can put it in the same journal. Next comes the plan for next weekend. Writing will help you have control over the next goals that you should form, and this keeps the progress of the current weekend in mind. So writing down tasks is one of the essential habits to help you achieve your goals. Many studies support the fact the habit of maintaining your progress and planning and writing helps you take further actions rightly and keeps you encouraged to be on track. It's all well and good to set goals, but if you can't reach them, it's just wishful thinking. Number 4, I want to exercise or I want to eat more healthy. To stay focused, the habit of staying healthy is a very important task. because what you eat reflects not just on your face, but on your ability to do your tasks as well. Because unhealthy habits of continuously lying, eating junk food, having a bunch of caffeine, bunch of sugar is going to land you in the darkness of having a hectic and tiring weekend with no energy to start the next week. Staying healthy means staying energetic and fully ready to reach your dreams. You need to have the energy to get there. Taking out time to exercise will make you fit, and the habit of staying fit and healthy makes successful people keep their feet on the stairs to success. So take out some moments from the weekend to embrace your health. Number 5, educate and upskill. After the chaos of weekdays, it can be nearly impossible to take out time and devote it to something else apart from your scheduled tasks. The whole week seems like a battle against the clock. Being at meetings, being with clients, client sessions, being here, taking care of the kids, getting the kids to their activities. But here you are with a whole weekend on your hands. What about spending some of it learning something new and upskilling yourself? This habit's going to be an add on point to your resume as well. Educating and upskilling yourself is a process you should never stop. Learning is lifetime. It should be treated as a fun habit while you work to achieve your goals. And because you started your day early, how about learning a new skill or joining a weekend class to devote some time to your goals? Number 6, read or watch something intellectual and entertaining, maybe not at the same time. Why are you thinking of spending the entire beautiful weekend like you're a robot assigned to fulfill the commended task? Here's my honeydew list, get all that's all got to be done. Isn't that getting hectic too? There's a book by your favorite author, a movie by an actor you like, or there's probably a concert by your favorite singer or band. When are you going to entertain yourself and treat your heart and brain with some entertaining stuff? This is also your time to have to watch or read something that not just entertains, but makes you think, keeps your brain active for some insightful interpersonal conversations as well. I find Gaia TV to be great for that purpose. And number 7, let's take a moment to just refresh your mind. So let's say it's the evening and you're just relaxing, meditating, giving yourself the kindness of just putting on some music you like. And this is really it. Like you've spent your weekend more productively. You've not only got some of the chores done you wanted to do, but you worked towards your spiritual goals. Then you get to relax some. Step 7, give yourself a break. Take a step back and relax. Because these 7 weekend habits are going to help you achieve your spiritual goals. It's not necessary that you be perfect, and just give it a chance to see how amazing it would be to have control over activities and meet your goals rather than be under the control of activities in your schedule. Spiritual goals are designed essentially to help us connect to our belief system, our higher power. This connection assists us to lead a happy life. Setting some above mentioned spiritual goals or those specific to you I didn't mention is worth considering, and you must stick to them until they become a habit, a part of your lifestyle, as these goals are the very essence of a person's life. Tune in next Sunday when the topic is how judging others affects you negatively. I think we all know that's not good, but you might not know all the different ways that it affects you on every level of your being. And in the meantime, may your angels surround you. May your angels protect you every moment, every day of your life. I'll see you next week.